Take Part is a nationally funded Pathfinder programme, with 18 areas across the country accessing funds to help people become more involved with decision making. Hertfordshire is one of these areas.
Take Part is really about giving local people the opportunity, the confidence to actually get involved with the services that are provided on their behalf.
And it's about helping people become more aware of what democracy is about and helping them become more active in their local community.
This is about getting people who otherwise don't have a voice or their voice can't be heard for whatever reason to really be able to step up, take part in decision making locally and on a larger scale, and really for those people to affect decisions that otherwise they might feel they don't have any role in making.
To pilot this project, we worked with 2 different communities to encourage civic activism within areas of high need. In Stevenage, work across the borough would focus on black and minority ethnic groups. In Hertsmere, it would be geographically based, with a focus on the deprived ward of Cowley Hill. It is anticipated that this approach will enable learning from the Pathfinder to be of use throughout the county. Such an undertaking requires targeted approaches to engage groups of people with individual needs. A series of specially tailored events have been organised to pilot the scheme, from visits to local centres of democracy to training aimed at boosting confidence.
Today's event is about bringing people, residents, young people, everybody, into the civic offices to meet all the various departments, the leader of the council and the chief executive of the council.
My name is Councillor Maurice Bright. I'm the leader of Hertsmere Borough Council, and I'm delighted to be welcoming this group of people here today to talk about local democracy, community engagement, getting people involved in the area in which we live in a democratic way to help the democratic process.
We've come here today to find out about the services that they offer and speak to people about what they do and why they do it. It's interesting to find out more about what goes on behind the scenes. It would definitely inspire me to get involved more with the council and attend more meetings, voice my opinions and help be part of decision-making processes.
I've learned some things I never would have known if I hadn't come. Basically what the council do and how they help us.
I think it's important to come along to things like this today so that you can have an opinion about stuff that goes on in your community.
I think it's very important because you need to know what's happening and you need to know what's going to happen as well.
We're here today because we're interested in how adults with learning disabilities can be included in projects and decisions, involved in how to vote, making voting more accessible to them. And so we wanted to have the opportunity to come in and give that information.
I think it's important because, people will know what's going on in the community. I think a lot of people don't know what's going on in the community. And when they come to places like this, at least they get to know what's going on. Hopefully it will get my points across.
We're taking part!
Today saw a number of participants coming to County Hall to better understand and learn about what the County Council does. And that meant that they heard from their local county councillor, from the chief executive here, and from a number of different officers, as well as learning about what it is to be a school governor.
I came here today because I just wanted to see how I work in a school, and I just want to see how the other agencies fitted into the Hertfordshire County Council, what they were responsible for, and just to see how everything worked, really.
I'm the Take Part project worker for Stevenage World Forum Association, and I wanted to know more about the County Hall to be able to share all the information that I got today with all the different ethnic communities of Stevenage, to let them know how it works.
I wanted to find out how the community is influenced by the decisions that the council make, what the council are actually doing with regards to helping our community, and what the money is being used to within the groups and supporting groups around the community.
And it was really good today to see how everything sort of fits in together and how the whole system works, really.
Oh, you know, county council, council people, it's quite intimidating. I have nothing to do with that. So yes, I think they tend to see it as a very civic and formal place, and where, you know, people here are not approachable, whereas it's not that at all. So, you know, it was a good discovery today.
Today we're going to visit Parliament. We're going to have a tour around the House of Commons. Everybody's really excited. They're all interested in finding out what goes on in Parliament, and there's a good mixture of people here as well today.
We're going to be going to see Parliament today just to see how the general workings of it is and the day-to-day workings of an MP could be, really.
The event today is about encouraging people to take part within the community and going on a visit so that, I suppose, everyone can see how things work and encourage them to be leaders within their own communities.
I'm hoping to have a better understanding of what goes on.
It's another world. I mean, it's hardly somewhere that you go every day, which is why we're taking advantage of this opportunity.
We've been in the House of Lords, the House of Commons, and more or less every room in between.
The experience is overwhelming. The work that is involved in running the country, so much history through generations.
Learn history of how it was built and who built it, who done the paintings, and how long they sit for and everything like that. So it was really interesting.
I thought it was absolutely amazing. It wasn't. I didn't think it was going to be this interesting. I came here having a different view of what it was going to be.
I loved it. I found it very interesting, and the building is amazing. It's just great. I loved it.
It's changed my mind a lot, and I really want to do politics. I really enjoy it. And I see there's a lot more to politics than what you see on the TV.
Glad to be taking part!
Today we're in the community of Cowley Hill, taking part in a fun event to promote local services to the whole community.
My name's Bridget Shaw, and I'm Senior Coordinator for Home Start Broadman District. I've come along today to talk a little bit about what Home Start does and provides for the local community. An event like this is really important for people, so they get the opportunity to know what goes on within the local area.
My name's Sue Taylor, I'm the local schools officer. I'm here really to let the parents and the young people know what events are going on in schools, what partnership working is going on, and how they can get involved in it.
My name's Ernie Butler, Councillor Ernie Butler of Cowley Hill Ward. I'm here this afternoon because I think it's a great thing that's happening in the community.
I know there's a lot of community groups here today, and we're really here to offer you training about the work of Parliament.
I'm Chris Blanchett from the Parliamentary Outreach Service. Parliamentary Outreach is endorsed by both the House of Commons and the House of Lords, in order to improve the connection between Parliament and the public. Part of the day-to-day is to build the links with community groups and hopefully have a foothold in this area to carry on that work.
If people don't take part, they won't get their voices heard in the places they should be heard.
Can't solve issues in the community just as stakeholders and public services. We need the community to be involved, to take ownership, so that we can make lives better for them, and also that we do things that they want us to do rather than just tell them what we think they should be doing.
Well, I've lived here for 35 years, and until about 4 years ago, I never took part. I waited for other people to do things, and other people don't do things. If you want to change the place, if you want to make it better, you need to take part.
Taking part's really important because it gives people within the local community the opportunity to air their views and feel that they're a part of the democratic process within the local area and hopefully further afield.
I think it's been really successful with lots of members of the community in different schools. It's people are quite interested to find more about what actually goes on in their area and who provides certain services. So I think everyone's been really interested here today and learned a lot. I've certainly even now still meeting more people from more groups that I can bring in to help the mums at our school, myself and the others.
Working as a pair, supporting each other, that's it.
In Cowley Hill, a group of individuals are developing their confidence, working together and better equipping themselves to take part.
Take part is about helping people become more involved in the community and finding out what's going on. And before people are actually able to take part at a very high level, they might need to have their confidence built up and their self-esteem and feel that they belong. So today is about helping people build their confidence, build their self-esteem and feel part of something and really, really want to do more. So from here on we could go on to further things and help them become more involved in the community.
Okay, we're stepping up, that's it. Don't stop!
And the whole part about taking part is bridging everybody together. We all have a role in the community. We all have a role to take part. We have a right to take part and basically work together so that people like today, we can do things together without thinking about anything about able-bodied or disabled or whatever case may be. We're just enjoying ourselves.
The only thing I've done in climbing was in PE at school. Climb apparatus, that's all. That's the only climbing I've done, but I've never done anything like that before.
Great stuff.
I'll probably be aches and pains on Monday.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, up to the top, up to the top.
In partnership with the Stevenage World Forum for Ethnic Communities, a workshop has been held to ask people how influential they feel.
Today's event was about encouraging ethnic communities in our in the local government and the local council. And we had various speakers telling us about their journeys and what brought them to this place.
Some of us have been, involved in local voluntary groups. Some of us have been involved in local competitions like, Stevenage in Bloom. Some of us have been involved in setting up projects working with young children, and with myself, my story about how I ended up being a counsellor, and even to me getting my MBE and what that was like. It's just sharing our lives with people and to encourage them to get involved as well.
I think the workshop was good. It had questions that made you think about your community, the role that you play, and actually made me see that maybe I'm not doing as much as I would like to, or not getting involved, but it was also an education process in things that I didn't know I could do or could influence change on.
Today's event for me was about getting involved
as an ethnic minority, finding out more information, and coming together to see what statutory groups are involved, and just to get a general feel of, how I personally can help in my community. I'm particularly interested in being a school governor, and tonight I found out the route to go and how I'm going to get to that stage where I can hopefully, be of some use to a school governing board.
Following this event, we held an open evening to highlight useful training opportunities for participants, encouraging them to build on existing skills and develop new ones.
Some are born leaders, some are made leaders, some have leadership thrust upon them.
I came here tonight because I want to get involved in the Tech Pack project.
I'm going to be running a 6-week programme around being your best self and understanding actually that you have many of the skills, many of the things you need already to do whatever it is you actually want to do.
Just recently become school governor, so I thought this might be quite useful. What they're going to be doing and the course is going to be doing are going to be very beneficial for me and the community at large as well.
Looking about things about confidence, that the fact I can stand up here is actually that anybody can stand up here. What I'm going to do is help you believe that.
I've signed up for confidence building because I think I'm lacking a little bit of confidence. So I'm signed up for confidence building and some IT courses and bookkeeping also.
2 half-day sessions that we're going to run, which will be around being on a management committee. You don't have to be a charity trustee to run an organisation. It might not be a charity.
I've signed up for 2 courses in total. The time management one I believe is 5 weeks and that starts in June, and then the other one, influencing, I believe is 4 weeks. So I've signed up for 2 in total and I'm so looking forward to them.
I think it's important because I'm going to get involved in the governance of the schools and stuff like that. So that's the only way you get the training, so you can go out there and then get involved in the politics of the community.
What's been brilliant about what's happened here tonight is hear a whole lot of other people who'd like to take part in community activity and help the community and other organisations grow.
And if I don't get involved, someone else is going to say my views. So I want to get involved and share my own views to the community.
And if you can actually take part in your community, help make decisions and help the planners plan what happens in your community, then you'll have a community that you're happy with.
In a lot of ways, the community has lost direction, and you need people there to filter in and show a new direction to help people and guide the way.
It's absolutely essential that people get involved in their local communities, and it wasn't until I was coming here today and filled out a questionnaire and saying, are you involved in this, are you involved in that, that I realised all the different things that I could actually be involved with in my area.
I think it's crucial that communities get involved in the decision-making processes in the areas in which they live. It's very easy to sit on the sidelines and complain and criticise when things go wrong, but if you actually take part in the process, get involved, have your voice heard, represent other groups, then you can actually affect change.
I think it's important to be represented because I feel that the whole community can do with taking part.
I could advise people, if they think they've got the skill and the ability to do so, go ahead.
If you want to do this thing, this is how you do it. The people are here to support you and help you. So just go for it.